First of all, what are the basic requirements for a server? Basic, basic, basic requirements to 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 example, a laptop, a laptop, a laptop, or a
Okay.
or a system. For a system, generally laptop, what are all the configurations you need? You need storage,
Storage, yes,
you
please.
need network.
And battery for power.
You need compute. Compute means like CPUs and memory.
Yeah, process. Processor.
CPU, RAM means memory,
ROM.
yeah, and processor kind of thing, right? It's combination of
Yeah.
all processor. So, for example, whenever we are buying mobile, we have some specifications. We see the internal memory of the mobile and memory and the storage. For example, 8
Mm.
GB and 128 GB, 8 GB and 256 GB internal memory, 8 GB RAM and 256 internal storage.
Yeah.
Right? You're
Yeah.
aware of that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So, and even if you see the Snapdragon kind of features, processors will be available in the mobile. In the same way, when you discuss discuss regarding with the system or laptops, we have i3, i5 processors.
I7. Yeah.
I said some specific processors are available in the market. According to the processor, your laptop will be speed. The speed will be depends upon that. The RAM and the CPUs. So you have particular storage like C disk, E disk, D disk kind of thing in storage. Okay, of course you have network, right? You should have some network when you connect to the system. If you want to send the traffic in and out to network. So in the same way, when we are creating server or a instance, we need the above specifications. For server, launching server or instance, we need the same
These. Okay.
these things for launching an instance. So there in AWS terms, you can understand how we are going to launch an instance. For example, if you select the instance section, okay, you have a launch instance. Okay, once you click this launch instance, you will be getting some steps,
Okay.
around 6 to 7 steps. You need to specify the requirements to what you can specify. So these are the requirements. For one is name. What is the name? For example, I am giving this name as uh, test instance. You can use instance or server, okay, whatever it is. In
Mm.
AWS terms, it's instance,
Instance.
and test server, test server. First thing we have to give what name. Prerequisites to launch an instance. One minute. Here.
Okay. Okay, bro.
Hello.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So there are some 7 steps. First step is like we need to give name.
Name. Name.
For example, I gave test server. This is first point.
Okay.
Next, if you scroll down, there is application and OS. I forgot to mention this. Yeah, there will be OS also, right?
Yeah.
Uh, when laptop is a combination of OS, all this and OS,
Yes.
operating system.
Okay.
Whether it is Windows, Linux, so right, so right, so right. So
Yes.
in the same way, the second step is application and OS. We call it as AMI, Amazon Machine Image. Amazon Machine Image is template that contains the software configuration, operating system, application kind of things. So you treat, when we call AMI, you treat it as it is a OS.
Okay.
We have to select Mac OS or Windows OS or Linux OS. The
Okay.
server, when we are launching, the launching server OS, whether it should be Linux, Windows or Mac kind of thing. We can launch the
Hmm.
server with a particular OS. Okay. So in my case, now currently for test, I'm launching the Linux instance.
Amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
I am selecting AMI as Amazon Linux. So Linux is a terminal kind of thing. You are from CSC background?
No, bro. Max, I'm from BC Max.
EC. So do you heard about Linux?
Yeah, I heard about it, but I don't have that much of idea
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
No, you don't need any prior experience on Linux. Just you. I'll teach you Linux basics from basics. Okay.
Okay.
The Linux is nothing but it's a command line interface where you can operate your system with the commands. Okay.
Okay.
Linux interface will be like this.
Okay.
Okay. Linux interface will be like this. From here only you will be operating the system.
Okay.
I'll explain you clearly about Linux. Okay.
Okay.
So as of now, you treat Linux as a OS.
Okay.
Same, we have Windows OS, right? It's the same like Linux OS.
Okay.
So you will be here in when you're choosing the Amazon Linux, you have different flavors of it. Okay. Amazon Linux 2023 MI, Amazon Linux with SQL Server. So it's a combination. There are many combinations of the Linux server. According to the client request, we have to select the required AMI OS. Okay. Required OS we can select here. So I normally as we are this is demo, right, training purpose account. So we have to select the free tier eligible one.
Okay.
Another OS if you choose, it will cost for you.
Okay.
Okay, we will be
Okay.
using in real time these other ones.
Okay.
So as this is normal training purpose, we will go with this free tier eligible one.
Okay. Okay.
So we choose this is AMI ID. We will get the AMI ID. You are able to see, right, 0E.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So every OS Amazon machine image has its own AMI ID, and the processor will be 64-bit processor. Next, so we covered with OS, Kruti. Okay,
Okay.
we got OS and this processor here only.
Okay.
When we choose AMI, here only we will cover these two, OS and processor.
Processor.
Now here comes compute, CPU and RAM.
Okay.
Next step comes tells us regarding CPU and RAM. So what do you mean by instance type?
So,
I'll tell you what is instance type. AWS instance types. I'll show you what are the instance types. So AWS has some instance types according to the CPU memory.
Yeah.
For example, let us see. I'll show you one example. If you select a T2 micro, these are the instance types.
Okay.
T2 nano, T2 micro, T2 small, T2 medium, T2
Medium
large,
large.
X large, 2X. So Amazon has classified the CPU and memory. If you see, one CPU 0.5 memory for T2 nano,
Nano. Okay.
one CPU and 1 GB memory for T2 micro,
Micro.
1 GB CPU and 2 GB memory for T2 small.
Okay. It is an
Nor-
ascending order.
Normally, according to the specific name, according to the
Okay.
specifications, they have named their instance type.
Instance step. Okay.
For example, here you see T2X large, T2 2X large. It has
Okay.
4 CPUs
Yeah.
and 32 GB memory RAM.
Okay.
That means normally in desktop we have one CPU, right?
Yeah.
Like that, this if you launch the instance with this capacity, it has 8
8
CPUs per instance.
CPU.
The capacity to handle, the capacity of the system, capacity of the server, it has 8 CPUs power than normal one CPU system. You understood?
Yeah. Yes, bro.
If you select T2 medium, then it has only 2 CPU and 4 RAM. That means you have to know, you have to come to know this will be have low capacity than T2 2X large.
Yeah.
So Amazon has divided the CPU and memory capacities differently and named different names like this for each specifications. Okay.
Okay.
So we have the instance types of many instance types. General purpose compute optimized, memory optimized. I will elaborate you later clearly. But you think this like this? These are nothing but CPU and memory. Instance type is nothing but CPU, which
CPU
has
memory.
combination of CPU and memory. For example, they are providing T2 micro as pre-tier eligible.
Okay.
If you select T2 micro nano, what is the pricing for the Linux 0.0063 USD
USD per hour.
per hour? So that
Yeah.
so that so that means if you use 1 hour, you will be charged for 0.0063.
60
That means
USD.
it is very low actually. When you increase, okay, when you instance type, for example, if you select T2 2X large, which is having 8 CPU and 32 GB memory, you will be charged for 0.5332
5332
dollars per
USD
hour.
per hour.
You see, right? If this capacity is increasing, then price is also
Charge
increasing.
increase.
Like that, we have many flavors. Okay,
Okay.
we have C series. We have different kinds of series. Okay, I'll explain you
Okay.
what those different series is. Okay, we
Okay.
have M series, T series. Okay, we have C series.
What is the difference in that, bro?
I'll explain. We will have a separate discussion on this instance types. If
Okay.
I explain now, you will be confused.
Okay.
But I want you to understand basic launching of an in server.
Okay.
I want to make you understand basic level of launching the server. In
Okay.
detail, what is instance type, instance family. I'll explain what is C series, when you will use M series, when you will use C series, when you use R. Nothing. I'll use small summary.
Okay.
C series has more.
Okay.
You observe, right? We have
Yeah. Yeah.
32 CPUs for C series. We
Okay.
have 64
CPU
series,
zero.
series
CPU.
128. When compared to T series, you observe this is increasing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When you come to memory optimized, Okay, you see the same RAM is increased so much.
Yeah.
For T series, it is just 8 4 like that. Here we have larger,
Yeah.
and you can see the difference. Network bandwidth also increased when compared to that.
Yeah.
Okay, GBPS, that network speed. We have routers, right,
Yeah.
in our home. We
Yeah.
select the network bandwidth 30 Mbps, 50 Mbps, 100 Mbps, right?
Yeah.
When we select the our internet plan,
Yeah.
like that, every instance type has some network bandwidth capacity. So
Okay.
this particular R series provides you up to
Up to
12.5.
12.5.
Now we will go to general purpose and we will see the T series bandwidth.
Okay.
So it is very low. It is not
Um,
like 12 kind of thing, right?
mm,
We go to see C series. What is the bandwidth? Even
Same
C
like
series
that.
has higher bandwidth.
Yeah.
You have 10 M for M5 series. You have this up to 10,
Up to 10.
and for some you have
20 plus.
more 20 plus 20 25 plus. So
Yeah.
this all I'll explain you. We'll have a separate one.
Okay.
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 Now you just focus on how to launch a server.
Okay.
How to launch basic AWS EC2 instance.
Okay.
Where we have completed with this, right?
Yeah, this one is complete.
And even you can browse the AMIs, different types of AMIs in the marketplace. You have
Okay.
an option called browse more AMIs, right?
Yeah.
What is this? Include AMIs from AWS marketplace. So generally we have AWS marketplace. I'm opening this once.
Okay.
uh, AWS marketplace is nothing but you have like this options. If you go to AWS marketplace, you have number of AMIs, predefined AMIs provided by AWS. It is loading. Wait. So you see here 8,475 AMIs are there.
Okay.
That means different types of OS flavors are
Oh, yes.
available.
Okay.
Sophos, AWS, yes, SUSE, Microsoft Windows, okay, CentOS, Red Hat. So there are many different types of OS present in the market. So
Okay.
those are all OS. AWS is providing predefined AMIs. For example, in the policy section, AWS has provided us predefined policies, right?
Yeah.
Same like that only OS AWS is providing.
Okay.
Like we can search directly. If client is asking some specific OS, we can directly come here. For example, Linux. I am entering here Linux. I am enter.
Okay.
You will get all the AMIs with Linux. What are the different types of Linux AMIs? Like this, like
Okay.
this. These are all Linux related AMIs. Okay.
Okay.
Like this, you can search. See, if I type Linux here, there are 3,687 AMIs related to Linux.
Okay.
What is community AMIs? Community AMIs are nothing but normally people will create some their own AMI and post in the community AMI. Okay,
Okay.
you can choose this also, like this. We will predefined AMIs they created, they will be posting here. Now we can use, but normally we can go with Amazon marketplace AMIs. So that is normal. I'm just telling you what is marketplace. can launch at a time number of instances. If you launch two instances, you can launch at a time here. Okay.
Okay.
You can check specification. It will launch with multiple instances.
Mm.
OS Linux, and I have selected the T2 micro for now. Okay, it is free tier
Okay.
as well.
Treated. Okay.
It will not cost for us. Okay,
Okay.
and where we are done with the AMI part, and next what is the
OS we have.
instance type also
Yes, sir. Instance.
we understood. And just why I written before only means you have to just compare with a normal laptop.
Okay.
Okay, we have completed this, right? CPU,
Yeah.
RAM,
CPU
this
RAM.
thing. What we need to understand by this, the instance type has some CPU, RAM kind of specifications.
Okay.
I'm just giving you here example.
Okay.
We selected T2 micro here, and Amazon Linux is the OS we have
Yes.
selected with 64-bit processor. And next comes key pair. So, for example, when you lock your home and you'll go out, and again if you want to come and go inside, you have to have some key, right?
Yeah.
Key and lock. In the
Yeah.
same way, for instance also, to log in into the instance, you will be having some key pair.
Okay.
It's kind of a authentication kind of thing.
Okay.
Authentication, like if you want to log into the instance, you should have some key pair.
Okay.
You can randomly create a new key pair. Okay,
Okay.
create key pair. Here you enter the key pair here. Okay, I will give key pair as our server is Linux. I'm giving normal Linux. Okay.
Okay.
There are two types of key pair. Okay, you have to select the RSA one by default, and you can select .pem. Okay, the key format is, we have two formats: .pem extension and .ppk extension. Okay, you can use .pem for now. Okay, and create a key pair. Okay, key pair is created and it is downloaded in our system.
Okay.
Okay, so downloaded in our system. This you understood. Key pair is nothing but to log in into instance. Okay, to log in into the instance. Next come the networking part. We have discussed right before. We have networking part also.
Network.
So in by network, so we should launch this particular server in some network. You will be having VPC topic. You will be understanding that very easily. What is network? Okay.
Okay.
So whenever we are launching the instance, randomly we couldn't launch. We should launch in particular network range. Like
Okay.
it should have specific IP allocated to it.
Okay.
Okay, that kind of mechanism will be there. But as of now, I am just selecting the default one. Okay, here I'll explain you the networking in VPC section, VPC topic. Virtual
Okay.
private cloud is there, right? That topic you will get to know what is network.
Okay.
But as of now, we can select the default. Okay, like this. Let it be like this.
Okay.
You don't confuse. You can use instance or server. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You need to launch the server in a specific network range. In a specific network range, like in a specific IP range. Okay. Every server has its own IP. With
Yeah,
IP
IP
only
address.
IP address.
Yeah.
For example, if you browse Amazon.com or Myntra.com, it has one IP. It is
Okay.
launched in some network range. Okay.
Okay.
So every server backend there will be one IP. Okay. So that's
Okay.
where the networking topic comes. I'll explain you what is network when we cover VPC topic. And this is done. And security group. Security group is nothing but the traffic who want to access your server. For example, we are creating our server. Okay, we
Okay.
need to give some specific port numbers. We need to give some specific ports so that who can access the server we can restrict and we can allow
Okay.
accordingly.
Okay.
For example, we are creating this server, Linux server. We can maintain the mechanism where only Kruti wants to connect to the server. No one cannot access this server.
Okay.
We can mention the security group like that.
Oh.
We have some security group rules
Okay.
where we can customize who can access this particular server.
Okay.
Yeah. So if Sharath want to access the server, then Sharath only can access the server. Kruti should not access.
Okay.
Like that,
Like
in the world anywhere, if someone want to access the server, if someone want to log in into the server,
give the access.
we can allow them or deny them.
Okay.
I'll show that. You just think what is security group, you will get idea. You will get some idea.
Okay.
Security group means we can allow or deny the traffic and access to the server. This makes sense, right? I'm writing the clear notes. Okay.
Okay. Yes, bro.
If you want, you can write in your notes in your uh, comfort, how comfortable you are. You can write accordingly. But when you see these notes, you will be getting some idea. That's why I'm writing
Yeah.
notes also, running notes. We allow or deny the traffic and access to the server.
So.
Example is like Kruti only can access, only Sharath can only access,
Okay.
Raju can only access. We can give some specific users or
Okay.
specific kind of people to allow the server. Okay,
Okay.
fine. I don't elaborate it. I'll explain you practically. Okay, this is just theoretical part.
Okay.
Uh, okay, I'm giving now default. Okay, I'm giving
Okay.
default now. And last one,
Storage.
storage. Network comes under group comes under networking. Okay,
Okay.
these two are same.
Okay.
Storage. We have storage in our normal computer.
Yeah.
If you go to this PC, we'll be having C disk, D disk, E disk. We'll be having like this, right? Disks.
Yeah.
The same like we'll have we'll be we'll be allocating the storage for the servers also.
Okay.
Okay. For server
Okay.
also we need to allocate some storage. Without storage we can't do any operations, right? If
Yeah.
you want to store some files, if you want to install some packages, if you want to download some, you will be downloading some, right? Normal kind of packages here. Go to browser and install Teams, Outlook, or some softwares, right? In the same way, we have to install some packages in the server. For that storage purpose, we will be allocating some storage. By default, we will be having the C disk volume. You treat root volume as C disk.
Okay.
You treat root volume as C disk.
Okay.
In C disk, what we will store? We will store softwares, right? Basically, all
Mm.
the softwares, all the system related will be stored in the C disk. Any games in other disks. Any movies in other disks. Generally, we store,
Okay.
right, in that way.
Yeah.
If you want to store any movies will store in C disk? No, right? We'll store in other.
Another.
Any games, if you want to play any games, you will be storing in other folder or some other kind of thing. So
Yeah.
basically, when we are launching a server, we will be giving root volume. Okay, root volume means like system related disk. Okay, where
Okay.
it's a kind of heart, main storage allocated to the system. So the
Yeah.
same way, the server will have the root volume with the basic default storage with 8 GB. We'll be having 8 GB. You can increase this your wish. Okay,
Okay.
you can keep 10, okay, 10 or else 8, whatever it is, your wish. Let it be. I'm selecting the default value 8 only. No issues. If we select 10 or something, whatever it is. Okay, fine. We have selected the volume which is 8 GB and the default value. So I am all right. If you want to launch, you can launch right away. Okay,
Okay.
you can see, you can review here what are the entities you have selected. For example, you selected Amazon Linux, you selected T2 micro instance type, right? There is one security group, default security group, and the volume is 8 GB. You can review here.
Okay.
Launch. What is happening? It is creating the instance. So it will tell once it is launched. You can see the launch log. It is successfully created. Okay, and successfully initiate launch of instance. You can click this one. Okay, you can go to the instances.
Okay.
You can go back to the instances and see the server running now.
Okay.
Test server.
Name.
Server. So when you launch the instance, you will be getting the instance ID
Okay.
and the state is running. Okay, it is in running state. What is the instance type? T2 micro.
T2 micro.
And status check is like system. Whenever you are booting your laptop, it will check system software and hardware checks.
Okay.
Whenever you are launching, it will just initialize the system hardware checks and software checks whether everything is working or fine. Once it is working fine, then you will get 2 by 2 status checks passed.
Okay.
You wait for 1-2 minutes. Within 1-2 minutes, you refresh this. Here you will get 2 by 2 status check passed.
Okay.
And while selecting the network, you will be we have, as of now we have selected the default. Okay, but availability zone is EU West 1B.
Okay.
So for example, Ireland region, there will be 3 availability zones. Okay,
Okay.
in that 3 availability zones, in which availability zone we launched? We launched in 1B.
On B.
You can launch your instance specifically in 1A or 1B or 1C.
Okay.
And I selected the default, right? It randomly launched in 1B.
Okay.
And this is the, whenever you launch an instance, you will get an IP address. So this is the IP address of your instance, 54.170.79.255. This
Okay.
is the IP address allocated to your instance, and this is the DNS host name of your instance. These are all default to things. I am just explaining. Whenever you launch your instance, these are all things. And the launch time, you see the launch time. We have launched at 10:38,
10th.
and you can see the date when you launch the instance.
Yeah.
What is your key name? It is Linux.
Linux.
What is the platform? It is which OS? Platform means OS.
Okay.
Linux OS.
Linux.
Let me refresh it, and you can see here 2 by 2 check, status check passed. We'll be getting that. Wait for that.
Okay.
Okay. I
Okay.
refreshed and checked 2 by 2 checks passed.
Passed.
When this is passed only, you will be having the server will be active state.
Okay.
Like then only it will be working fine. Okay. If this is 1 by 2 status check, it will not get fine. It should pass 2 by 2 checks passed.
Okay.
So I'll explain you the uh, dashboard ones, overall dashboard. Okay,
Okay.
you should be EC2 dashboard with this EC2 dashboard. When you
Okay.
when you practice, you'll be getting to know what is that.
Okay.
So if you drag this up, you will be having the whenever you launch an instance, you'll be getting a unique ID for the instance.
Okay.
So this is the instance ID, and okay, you can see the detail section. You can see the IP address. You have two IP address for your instance. One is public IP address and one is private IP.
Private address.
Okay. So this private address will be whenever you terminate, then this private address will be going. It will be permanently fixed with your instance. Private
Okay.
IP.
Okay.
And how you use public IP, I will tell you. Okay. And IPv6 is not considered now. We are not using IPv6.
Okay.
And this is the DNS name of your server, and private DNS is this, and instance type is T2 micro, and this is the VPC you launch. Okay, in this particular VPC you launch the server. As of now you think that okay, in this particular VPC network we launch, but I will be explaining what VPC
Okay.
later. These things are fine, don't not require those things. So security, what is security group? When you go to the security tab, you can see the security group name. So this is the security group you have created when you are launching the instance.
Okay.
By default, if you select, it will give the name with the launch wizard one, or you can
Okay.
name your own security group.
Okay.
And this is the security group ID, SG005F8. This is the security group ID.
Okay.
So security dashboard, I mean, I opened in a new tab. This particular security, I opened in new tab.
Okay.
So in this security dashboard, you'll be having the name. Okay, security group. If you selected the default, right? New security, created new security group particular. If you give default, it will take a launch wizard one. And this is a launch time. Okay, these things you can ignore. If you come down, you will be having inbound rules and outbound rules. What do you mean by inbound rules? Inbound rules, we will be, if you edit this, okay,
Okay.
you have an option to edit the inbound rules. Okay, let us see what is inbound rules by editing this. Okay, edit inbound
Okay.
rules. Here you will be having some ports. Okay, different kinds of ports. Okay, in that,
Okay.
for logging into the instance,
Sorry. Ports in the sense.
I will explain you which port why we will use.
Okay. Port means I'm asking
Port
like port.
means generally if you want to log
Okay.
whenever you're
Portal, right? That is
yeah,
platform.
platform.
Okay.
So For example, you know HTTP port. Generally, why we use
Mm.
HTTP? We use HTTP to browse the instance. I mean, sorry, it's not instances. To browse the websites.
Yeah, HTTP, yes.
How
Yeah.
you'll type HTTP
EP.
colon slash slash Amazon.com.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you browse like that, you will use the particular HTTP. HTTP port is used for browsing the website.
Yeah.
In the same way, each port has its own specification.
Okay.
Okay. Now I selected SSH port. SSH port means it's nothing but to log in. It's kind of authorization kind of thing. Okay.
Okay.
SSH means to log in. SSH this port will enable will enable you to log in into the instance. You'll get to know what is that. Wait. So SSH means this port is useful for logging into the instance. If you don't give SSH port here, you can't log into the instance. That mechanism
Okay.
I'll show you. Wait. So
Okay.
as of now, let it be like this. Okay. I'll show you what happens. Uh, Fine. You launch the instance. Okay. To connect to the instance. Okay. To connect to the instance, you should have one application client mobile extra. You know the some clients like Teams, Outlook, FileZilla, Open, Mini, some kind of things, right? Some applications.
Yeah.
Okay, Mobile Strong is an application where it supports you to log into the instance. Through this application, you will be logged into the instance, logged into the server of instance. Okay. What
Okay.
is this mobile extra? You go to the browser, mobile extra download. You
Okay.
download it in your system like this. Open this first one. Okay. Come down. Download. Once you download, uh, the client will be like this. I'll show you. How it's done. Launching the instance is very important. Okay. So I think this is not a big thing. Okay. You can go through this and simply select according to the entities and we launch the instance and log into the instance. It is loading. So this is a mobile stub.
Okay.
Once you install, it will open like this. So the interface will be like this. Okay. So first thing, whenever you want to log into the instance, prerequisite is you have to go to the instance. Okay. Go to the instance and copy the public IP.
Okay.
Go to detail section, and this is the public IP. We use public IP to log into the instance. Okay.
Okay.
Copy this. If you click this, it is copied. Go go to the see 3 open. That's why it took time.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the interface. Uh, After line, 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 uh, you can go to session.
Okay.
Session. SSH. Here SSH. Here SSH. Here SSH. Here SSH.
Good. Okay.
Whenever you log into the Linux instance, we use SSH protocol.
Okay.
Secure shell session. Okay. So
Okay.
let us open this SSH, and you keep the IP address here first.
Okay.
In the remote host, you keep the IP address. Go to the
Okay.
advanced SSH. Go to the advanced SSH and select a private key. We created a private key, right?
Yeah.
That key we need to queue here.
Okay.
Okay. You select this checkbox, and this will be enabled. Browse option.
Okay.
Click this. Wherever you have downloaded file, you can select that. You give your all files. Some all files here. All files here. All
Okay.
files here. This is our PEM key.
Linux.
It is our PEM key, which we named as Linux.
Okay.
Select this, open. Okay, here it is. Now it is there, and you press OK.
Okay.
Okay, we are now accept this, and you log in as. Okay, we are
Okay.
now logged into the server.
Okay.
What is the username? Username is basic. This is the username. EC2-username is the syntax for the Linux instance.
Okay. Okay.
It is a syntax for the Amazon Linux system. You should always remember this username. Okay, EC2
User.
hyphen user.
Okay.
Enter. You are authenticated now. You are logged into the instance.
Okay.
Now you are where? You are inside the system, inside the server.
Okay.
You assume you are inside this server. This is the particular computer which is having Linux. It is in Linux OS.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
I am just clearing this to mark on this. So interface will be like this. Okay. So now we are logged into the instance. So this is how you log into the instance. So here I'll show the example. What if you not use this SSH? SSH, if you are not giving this,
Okay.
I'm saving this rule. Okay, I'll show you why we will do that. Okay, I'm closing this session. Now we will try to log in. I removed the SSH, right?
Yeah.
Now we will try to log in and see whether we are able to log in or not. Same process I'm using. Okay. Linux, open. Okay. See, now you check whether we are able to log in or not.
Okay.
You will get to know the importance of SSH protocol. You will
Yeah.
get to know why we use SSH protocol. Now you will understand practically.
Yeah.
What will happen if you use SSH? What will happen if you not use SSH? What it is throwing?
Network error. Connection
What?
time. Okay.
There is no authentication, right?
Yeah.
Why no authentication before it was there? Now it was not there because
Because
we removed
SS.
SSH port in our security group. We don't
Yeah.
have any role in our security group.
Yeah.
So that's where security group. What I told security group,
Allow or deny that access for the server.
right? The
Yeah.
same thing happened. Na? We denied.
Yeah.
We didn't give anything.
Mm.
What if we give this? Go here, type SSH, select SSH. Here, custom anywhere. See here. I'll tell you what is custom. If you
Mm.
want allow any specific person, then you can give those specific person IP here.
Okay.
Okay, like this. Any specific IP if you want to give. For example, this is Kritika IP. Only Kritika can only access this server. I can't able to access.
Okay.
What do you mean by custom option?
Custom means as per our need we can customize it like
Customize it.
quickly. Yeah.
For example, in your system, you type your go to browser and type what is my IP. I'm typing my
Okay.
IP. You just type my IP. My IP.
Okay.
You type and you enter this first one.
Okay.
I am sitting in. I'm sitting somewhere in Hyderabad. I
Okay.
connected to my home router. My home router IP is this one. Okay. In the same
Okay.
way, your IP will be having like similar one. Okay, different public IP.
Yeah. Okay.
You check if you want. You can check in your
Yeah.
browser.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it is showing 117.199.
Right.
Somewhat. Yeah.
So each network router has its own different IP address. Okay.
Okay.
So if I want to connect to the server, I need to allow
Okay.
my IP here with the /32,
Okay.
and I can only customize Sharat to access this server.
Yeah.
Now you are sitting in your system and you can't provide my key. Though I provide my key to you, you can't connect to the system until or unless I allow your IP here.
Okay.
Okay, I will give the key 9x key. I will give to you, Kritika. Okay, this 9x key I will give to you.
Okay.
I will provide you the system IP.
Okay.
Even when you try application, you will not able to connect until
Okay.
unless if I add SSH custom 117 something you told, right? That IP if I give here, then only server.
Okay.
In that way you can customize the rules here.
Okay.
That is custom.
Okay.
What if you give anywhere?
Anywhere, anyone can access it.
Correct. If you
Okay.
give all zeros, anyone can connect in this world who has this particular temp file.
Okay.
Okay. Whoever has this temp file can connect to the server.
Server.
So, but in real time, it is not a good practice to give anywhere, right?
Okay. Yeah.
If we give anywhere, someone can steal the data in your server.
Yeah.
Someone can hack your server.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's why when in real time scenarios, we will not give the anywhere option. Instead, we give customization.
Customization. Okay.
In my case, I can give to securely maintain this server. I can just give this particular IP custom.
Okay.
Save it. So in inbound, we will what we are telling inbound. If you are coming to my home, I am just allowing only Sharath.
Okay.
I'm not allowing Kritika here. I'm not
Okay.
allowing any Raju or Kritika or someone. I'm only allowing Sharath to my home.
Okay.
Outbound, what is outbound? If you want to go out, you can go anywhere.
Okay.
From our home, anyone in our home can go outside. In outbound, always we will use all traffic. Okay.
Okay.
You can select all traffic. There is an option called all traffic to anywhere. What if you go anywhere? The
Anyone can
destination,
access it. There's no any restriction. Anyone can access it.
we can go anywhere.
Okay.
Outbound means from the server to outside.
Okay.
For example, let me show you that clearly. Inbound means if someone coming to our server,
Okay.
you treat server whoever we
Okay.
whoever we whoever we whoever we
Okay.
whoever we whoever we allow, they will come to our home.
Okay.
That is inbound.
Okay.
What is outbound? Outgoing.
Okay.
From we can go anywhere. We can go
Okay.
to Bangalore. If
Hmm.
we go Bangalore, we'll go to Bangalore.
Okay.
If we go to Chennai, if you mention here Chennai, you can go to Chennai.
Okay.
I mentioned all. I can go anywhere.
Okay.
You treat Bangalore and Chennai votes as a traffic. You treat
Okay.
those names as the IPs.
Okay.
You treat this as server. Someone want to access to our server,
Hmm.
then we will enable in the inbound rules whatever the IPs we mention. Only those people can access our server.
So.
What is
Okay.
outbound? For example, we from the server to outer world, whom to access.
Okay.
If we give all, we can go anywhere. From
Okay.
this server, we can access anywhere.
Okay.
For
It's like
example,
sharing the Wi-Fi, right? If we are hotspot, we can give a.
wait. Let me show you some practical example.
Okay.
Okay, I gave outbound as what? Anywhere, right?
Yeah.
For example, if I ping google.com, I'm pinging google.com. It will connect to the google.com. It is pinging. That means traffic is going outside. This means traffic is going outside. Okay. What if I give custom some IP address? For example, if I give any random IP instead of giving some uh, all traffic, let me give this IP for example. Outbound I gave this one. Okay. If I give this IP and save, okay. Ping google.com now. Will it go? It will not go now. See, traffic is not going from our server to outside world.
Okay.
Server is not able to access the outside world. Why? Because in the outbound we did not give full all traffic.
Okay.
Now I'll give all traffic anywhere and save it in the outbound section. In the outbound section I gave all traffic now.
All right.
It is going, see, traffic is going. It is able to reach that particular domain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I typed pingmintra.com. It is going to reach that website. That
Okay.
means traffic is going from our server.
Yeah.
In this way, we have to give all traffic in the outbound, and inbound we need to specify whoever wants to access our server.
Okay.
So in this way